Hello and welcome to this short guide to PowerPoint. In this tutorial, we will explore the essentials of using PowerPoint to create stunning presentations. By the end of this session, you should be able to confidently navigate and use PowerPoint's interface, create and manage slides with consistent layouts, use the slide master for a professional look, insert, format and manage and animate text, images and shapes, save and export your PowerPoint projects effectively. By mastering these fundamental skills, you'll be able to create engaging and professional slides. If at any point you get overwhelmed during the course of the tutorial, you can pause or rewind the video to catch up. Now let's dive right in and explore the power of PowerPoint. To begin, let's open PowerPoint by searching for the application in the search bar of your computer. Type PowerPoint and launch the application from the Start menu. Once you launch PowerPoint, you are greeted with this Start page that has different templates for designing PowerPoint presentations. For this tutorial, we are going to use the blank presentation template. As you can see, PowerPoint is made up of the ribbon at the top, the slide pane on the left, and then your workspace in the center. At the bottom, you also have the status bar where you can access your notes, comments, and also the view menu items to launch the slideshow or zoom in and zoom out of presentations. On the ribbon, you have different tabs like the Home, Insert, Design, Transition, etc. The location of some menu items or buttons might differ from one version of PowerPoint to the other, but there is also a search bar at the top that you can use to search for actions or tasks you want to perform and easily find them there in case you can't find a button in the ribbon. Let's start by looking at how to work with slides. In this tutorial, we are going to create a presentation titled My Dream Vacation. This topic gives us an opportunity to explore basic PowerPoint features. Our blank presentation template already comes with one slide. This will be our title slide or cover slide. Now that we have this first slide, let's add more slides to our presentation. To do that, we can click on the new slide button. You will notice there are different titles or names to the layouts of slides you can add to the presentation. We can add the title and content slide. In the slide pane, you can rearrange your slides by clicking and dragging a slide up or down on the slide pane. If you need to delete a slide, you can right-click on it and select delete slide. You can also duplicate and add a new slide from this context menu. You can change the look of your slides by clicking on the Design tab and selecting a different theme. For this tutorial, we are going to use the retrospect theme. Let's add some text to our slides. We said the title is going to be My Dream Vacation. Then as subtitle, I will just put my name. I'm going to change the font for my slide to be Arial. And this subtitle also Arial. You can also change the color to highlight a word. Maybe make vacation a bit a different color. You can also position your text or reduce the size of your text box by dragging the edges. Now you can also create lists or bullet points. We are going to see more of that as we go along using this menu item for bullet points and numbers. Visual elements can make your presentation more engaging. Let's try and add images to our presentation. To add an image, you go to the Insert tab and select Pictures. You can add images from your computer or online. I have some images on my computer that I want to add, so I click on this device and go to my Documents and Images. For this cover slide, I want to add this Eiffel Tower image, so I select it and click Insert. It's looking very small, but I can drag it to the corner. A small tip: if you want to expand images on your slide, you can drag it to the corner, and then once selected, click on the edge opposite and just pull it down a bit. That's looking very good. So we have our cover image on our cover slide. We can also add a second image to our slide 2. We are going to label the second slide Places to Visit. So we can have that as the title. And then copy content and paste in here. Now we can move the title to the side to make space for our image. Title and content to the side. Then we go back to our Insert tab, Picture, and this time I want to select the lavender fields image and again position it by the left. Now I mentioned bullet points and numbering initially. We can highlight our list and make them bullet points and choose one of the bullet point options. Let's expand our text box a bit and the title as well. Now let's add a third slide to our presentation so we can see how to work with shapes and SmartArt in PowerPoint. All the content and images will be placed in the description of the video below, so you can follow along, as well as the blank presentation and the final My Dream Vacation presentation. So let's add a third slide with the title and content layout, and this one we are going to call Activities and Experiences. So type in the head or title. For our activities and experiences, we are going to insert a SmartArt. So you can go to Insert, SmartArt, There are different SmartArt graphics that PowerPoint provides. They are grouped by types. You can see list, processes, hierarchy. We're interested in hierarchy or relationships. The one I want for this slide is the hexagon cluster. So you select it and click OK. It allows me to add images as well as text to the SmartArt. So I'm just going to add the activities that I want during my vacation. I want to explore the local cuisine in France, go for a boat cruise, and also, because I love art, visit an art gallery. So I need pictures to complement the text that I have put as part of my activities and experiences. So once you click on the picture button, you can select from file. So I'm going to select a picture from my computer. I have a French croissant image that I will insert for the local cuisine. Now you can resize and position this picture however you want, but I think what I have it's okay. Then for the boat cruise, I can also select a picture, boat cruise, and then the art gallery as well. I can select the Mona Lisa picture and insert. So that's for our third slide. Our fourth slide is going to be titled What to Pack. We're going to use the same layout. And it allows us to also introduce another visual element that we can insert, which is the icons. So let me just copy what I'm going to pack for my vacation. In here is a list. Now to make it more interesting, I'm going to attach an icon to each item. So to insert an icon, you go to the Insert tab and click on Icons. Then you can select from icons provided by default, while some icons are available online if you can't find the icon you are looking for here. I'm just going to pause while it loads the icons. Once the icons are loaded, you can see that there are filters at the top that you can use to search by category or to filter by category. So if you select education, you only get education icons, or holidays, etc. And then you can also search the icons at the top. So for our sunglasses, we can use the search term C and then insert, and it adds it to our slide. Now there's a new tab once you insert the icon that appears at the top, the graphics format. On the graphic formats, you can actually change the color of the icon if you don't want the default black that comes with. I can make them orange. Then other items to pack, I can also insert icons that describe them. I'm just going to pause the video and insert all the icons, and then we'll continue. Now we've added icons. I've added all the icons that match the description of items you need to pack for the vacation. For our fifth slide, we are going to also insert an image. Let's create a fifth slide and call it "Why is this trip important?" as the title, and then we have some text to put in there. As the content. Now I want to insert another image to be the background of this slide. So if I go to insert, pictures, from device, and then select this portrait of a young traveler as a picture. Now this covers the slide, but let me position it at the back. Make sure it fits our slide, but it covers the entire slide, so I can crop it. It even extends beyond our slide, as we can see, so we can actually crop this image so it fits. So to crop, we need to use the picture format and click on crop, and then we can use the handles of the crop and just drag to make sure it fits. You can see our slide at the background, so we can make sure it fits our slide. PowerPoint also uses these dotted lines to guide as you drag along and you reach the end of the slide. So we click on enter to crop the image. Now another problem is that this image has covered our entire text. So PowerPoint arranges elements on a slide like a deck of cards that you can shuffle around. So once the image is selected, at the top in the picture format, you can bring it forward or send it back using the arrange menu. So we are going to send it back. So our text, if you send backward, it's sending it back one step. So it's shuffling it behind just one slide. If you want to send it to be the bottom element on the slide, you send to back and everything appears. But our text is still not visible. So there's another feature that comes with PowerPoint. When you right click an image and go to format picture, you can change the transparency of that picture. Under the picture format pop-up that appears by the right, if you select picture, there's picture transparency. Now I can increase or reduce the transparency of this picture to make it form a background. I'll leave it at 78, so our text is visible, or we can make it 80%. So our text is visible. I want to make this text a bit bolder and bigger. And also apply justification by using the justify button at the top. Maybe we make it bold so it's visible. So now this is our fifth slide. We've seen how to add an image and make it a background of our slide. Now, one of the key elements to a presentation is consistency. I'm going to close this. we need to apply the same formatting, font color and size to our presentation to make it consistent across board, and this is where the slide master comes in. So assuming we want to put a logo on our presentation to brand it with our logo, we can do that by inserting a picture on the first slide, copying it and pasting it across all the 5 slides. But the slide master makes it easier for us and more efficient for us to do this. Let's look at what the slide master can do. If we go to View, Slide Master, we can see all the slides titles that we've been seeing when we create a new slide. You can see the title slide, you can see the title and content layout. All these layouts are available on the slide master, or they were defined by Microsoft for this our blank presentation theme. They were defined in the slide master that comes with this presentation. Now, if we want to make changes to all the slides, we have to select the slide master, which is at the top. Please note, we have to select the first slide in the slide master view. Now I want to make sure that all my titles have the same font, so I'll highlight that, go to the Home tab, and then the font I want to use is called Go Bold, or let me just use the impact font. Now I want to also insert a logo to brand my presentation. So what I'm going to do is to insert image here from this device, go to my images, and I have my travel company logo, and insert it. I can resize it so it doesn't intrude too much, and then just drag and put it at the top of my slide master. Once I'm done, I can go back to the slide master tab and close the master view. This applies the logo to all the slides on my presentation, and also apply, you can now see the impact font for every title. It has that impact font. I can go back to my slide master again. I want make sure you scroll and select the topmost. I want the font color for each title to be orange to go with the branding and the theme we are using. So I select orange, then go back to slide master tab and close. And all my titles are now impact and orange, as we can see, on all slides. Now the final visual element we want to add to our presentation is transitions and animations. Now transitions happen when you move from one slide to the other. So if you are moving from one slide to the other, you can apply transitions. So let's see how that works. To apply a transition, you have to be on the destination slide. That is the slide that you are transiting to. So I'm going to select my 5th slide and I'm going to apply a transition. So when I move from the 4th slide to the 5th slide during my presentation, a transition will occur. So on the 5th slide, I'm going to select the transitions tab and then choose one of the predefined transitions. Let's choose the split transition. So you can see how that appears. And then one thing you will notice is a small star appears below the number of this presentation or of this slide, to show that there's animation or transition happening on this slide. So transitions happen from slide to slide. So let's preview our presentation by clicking on the slideshow button at the top. Remember, there is also a slideshow launch button at the bottom in the status bar. So on this, if I click on next, it goes to my second slide, and then activities and experiences on the third slide, what to pack on the fourth slide, and then this transition happens to the fifth slide. So remember, to apply a transition, you go to the slide you want to transition to and then apply the transition. Now the next thing we're going to do is to apply animation. Now animations happen within a slide, so you can animate elements in a slide. So let's see how we can animate our smart object. Once we select it, we can go to animations and then say float in as one of the animation to apply. That applies the animation, but it's floating in as a single item. I want to break it so it floats in one by one. To make the elements of the SmartArt float in one after the other, we can go to the effect options, and it's currently, the sequence is as one object, but I want it to be one by one. So you can see my animation, it breaks it, makes it more interesting and dynamic. Please remember to keep animations subtle and avoid overdoing them so they don't take attention away from the message you are passing to your audience. So finally, let's save our work by clicking on File. You can save your PowerPoint by clicking on File, Save As, and then selecting a location on your computer to save. So I already have in my dream vacation. I'll just add one to it and save. That's the end of this tutorial. I hope we've learned the basics of PowerPoint and we can build on it. I will share the final presentation at and the text or content, as I mentioned earlier, for this presentation, so you can start from the beginning and follow along and see if you can replicate what we did in this tutorial. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section below the video. Thank you.